Is this so-called military power in the room with us now, Vladimir Putin? Yeah, I think this whole thing's starting to look a little sussy for everybody. Americans, along with the UN, busting in with Burger King, McDonald's, Wendy's, KFC, Subway. We've got you surrounded. Come out and eat our capitalist paste. I love real food. I love real food. Keep talking your nonsense, British people. It's gonna be a little bit of reverse colonization happening. Choose your Hungary. We have the OG Hungary right here. Then there's Baltic Hungary, or basically Estonia. Snow Hungary, which is Finland. Oh, I'm sorry. No, this is the OG Hungary. I forgot about that. Yeah, that's Mongolia. Yeah, it makes sense now. Gotta go with the OG. Russians asks all of these Eastern NATO members, can you just please misfire a rocket at us? Any of us. We were preparing for years, so many years for this moment. Don't disappoint us. We're inching for Article 5. I love how horrifying these memes are, and they're just kind of everywhere recently. Poland, when Article 5 gets triggered. There's a couple tanks in there, but they are, of course, gonna mostly be winged hussars. Wow, that actually looks like it could do quite a bit of damage, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, the choppers help too. Just 2 of them. Finland has finally achieved inner peace with this one. Average height in Finland, 5 feet 8 inches, versus average height in Sweden, 5 feet 7.99 inches. Is that real? Is it really gonna pop up when I Google it right now? Wait, it is. Why is it so exact? I don't understand. What is the need for it to be that much? I'm assuming it's because it's translating into freedom units, and Finland actually is just barely above. The eternal rivalry is now over. Me, when some Swedish person says Åland instead of this Finnish name, I'm assuming. Okay, maybe the rivalry isn't exactly over entirely. Be the American the Japanese think you are. I love the Japanese stereotypes of Americans in anime. Or video games too. They're just like these overtly insane cowboys. I wish I could only be so Chad. Average
Hey,
Texan male.
Why don't you bring that juicy ass over here and hop in Daddy's new whip?
Excuse me?
Who's talking to me?
Is this true, Texas? I've heard a saying.
Oh.
This is beautiful.
Well, you just gonna stare at these daddies, or you want to rip off that top and hop on in here?
I'm proud
That's
of you, Texas.
not okay. You don't talk to people like
I've
that.
never been more ready.
Alright, I don't know what's gonna happen next in this video. I'm just gonna move on. Never thought I'd be oofed fighting side by side with the Turk, says the EU. What about side by side with a friend? Seeing Legolas be the personification of Turkey here is really hilarious. EU stares back at him in silence. Never thought I'd be oofed fighting side by side with a Turk. Ah, they did a little switcheroo on us. EU is not gonna call them their friend. Me, a European, making jokes about France. Me, when I see Americans making jokes about France. This is so wholesome. I'm really glad I've come across this because I've seen a lot of France slander lately, even if this means that I will have to be on the receiving end of this angry European. You guys are just so cute for defending your little French friend. Russian generals that have to tell Putin a Ukrainian farmer stole their tank with a tractor again. I know there was no again added to this meme, but there really should have been. How many times is it gonna happen? In honor of the South Saxons, we shall call our newly conquered land Sussex, which I'm sure is a magnificent name that will endure the test of time. Yes, there is exactly no way a hit game called Among Us will appear 2,000 years from now and create one of the most annoying memes of all time. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm literally promoting Sussy Bucka. Among Us. Every election got the right corrupt candidate versus the well, just the right corrupt candidate, and who is supported by all of these different random political compass ideologies. Holy crap, I think I've accidentally moved to Hungary. So much about Hungary today. What's going on? NATO trying to hold back their scary Polish dog. Uh-oh. It looks like this rocket might have accidentally crossed over into their border. Oh. It's demon mode time. It's NATO Article 5 time. NATO trying to stop them, but I don't know. Just a single inch. That's literally all they're looking for. Cute Ukrainian with alpha NATO. I consent, but then there's Russian man that says he doesn't. Did you ask everyone for their consent? I guess you did not. Look, everyone, it's a $3,000 a month apartment in New York. We have the door opening and the bed, and all right, where's money? I will concede that yes, New York is probably worse than California, believe it or not. But there's a lot of places still going for that #1 spot to try to be even worse. California be like, already. What kind of place is this? I already knew the line. I was just waiting for Patrick to say it. Could live here for only $5,000 a month. Gas prices slowly approaching $9. Smog and homelessness. Can I just say it's still really hard to get up and leave though. When you have your whole life built around the state, it's kind of sucked you in already. Everyone always asks me why I still live in California. It's a lot easier said than done, just getting up and going. In full, Boris Johnson has announced the end of the UK. 1 hour and 38 minutes. All right, that's enough to kind of explain exactly why he has to put an end to this country. The Russian embassy in Lisbon, Portugal. The Russian ambassador in that embassy. Yeah, this is probably not going to do great things to his sleep, unfortunately. I did hear they were doing this though. I watched this video not that long ago. This is Putin's villain origin story. It's been a slow build up over the years. Ooh, oh. I actually have never seen this footage before, and it just really, it's really painful to watch, actually. Not even Kim? Not even Kim. And did he do it on purpose? Yeah, he did that on purpose. This is literally how he became the Joker. We live in a society. Russians, a month after Americans pulled McDonald's, Burger King, Twitter, and Facebook from the country. Wait a second, we saw a meme of the opposite. Oh, they just created, oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, maybe some of the stuff is backfiring. Jarvis, go to r/cringetopia and upload an entire season of Love Island. Oh, I've heard of Love Island before, I think. I think we have a version of it in the USA. Yeah, doing this is how you win Reddit. Czech speaks Pole, immediately breaks out into this man's laughter. I'm sure it works the same way when you're a Pole in the Czech Republic as well, though. See, I have no idea exactly what they're talking about. I don't know the intricate details of these two languages, but this meme is still weirdly educational, and I would have never known this otherwise. Oh yeah, India fact. Just now, India has taken over both Russia and Ukraine. There will be no war from now. That's the beauty of Indian culture. How beautiful. Thank you so much, India, for finally stepping in and saving the world. I don't know what we'd do without you. Come to Turkey. Meet with me. Turkey supports Russia. As this guy slides into this girl's DMs, the girl responds with, I'm from Ukraine. Turkey supports Ukraine. Ah, you sly man. I need to get lessons from this guy. He knows what he's doing. Every election got the corrupt candidate. Oh, interesting. Holy crap, I think I accidentally moved to India. Something tells me a lot of countries can probably relate to this. The only difference is the different political compass corrupt candidates they are showing out here. I love you, Indonesian people. Heart from the Philippines. This guy replies with, I'm Indonesia and not love you. I prefer love to my Sirampum brother, like Malaya and Brunei. Giga Chad, Indonesian out here just flexing on this poor, sad Filipino man. Where's the Pinoy pride at? I find learning about like geopolitics and relationships in certain regions of the world through memes so fascinating. 50% of the time I have no idea exactly what I'm looking at, but I will tell you I learn a lot. How else can I learn the dynamic between the Philippines and Indonesians without hilarious YouTube comments for context? Britishers uninvading India after an old man refuses to eat. Oh, what? This guy's not eating any food? All right, we'll get out of here. That's just a line we're not even willing to cross at this point. Average British food versus average Asian food. Okay, this looks so good on the right. I'm fairly confident that the British have some pretty banger food as well, but when you do photos like this, oh wow, I'm literally salivating over here. Is it even possible for me to get British food in California? You can get plenty of Asian food. What happens if I Google British restaurants? What is that even like? New Yorkers, when they leave the state for the first time in their life and find out everywhere else on earth has pizza, convenience stores, and homeless people. And just like that, everything I thought I knew is gone in an instant. Look, Texas used to be really big. All of you are rightfully Virginian lands. Yep, for a while there, we pretty much just called almost everything Virginia. This was way before even West Virginia. It was literally all Virginia. I don't know why the Ohio meme got started, but it probably should have said it's all of Virginia. It's actually been a very strange de-evolution ever since 1609. Slowly, like every 100 years, they just get smaller and smaller. But one day, they might come back to regain their claims. This map of the USA showing how different states refer to water fountains or drinking fountains. But then of course there's a random outlier like Wisconsin and Massachusetts calling it the bubbler. Why is it always the Rust Belt with like the random stuff? Don't they call soda just pop there as well? Basically Wisconsin and Massachusetts getting slapped by the rest of the country. Pretty sure I call it the water fountain, but I'm a strange like Californian that has like a lot of southern things. I really like 50 Cent, or as we call him in Russia, I already knew where that one was going. I love how this meme has technically been around for like 10 years. Memes making fun of the hip-hop artist 50 Cent will never die off. NATO keeps expanding in our neighborhood, says Russia. Oh no, they're attacking and annexing countries into NATO? No, the countries are asking to join NATO themselves. But why would those countries want to join NATO? very curious. Friendship has ended with Hungary. Poland and Ukraine are now best friends. Big green X over Hungary. Man, poor Hungary. They've been taking so many L's today. Can we get some like positive Hungary posts? My entire history involves My Bad Neighbors starter pack. Ooh, a random history starter pack. Of course, Poland, they're the big one. Ukraine, Ireland, Scotland. This is the European version. Man, you can include so many in this starter pack. Let's definitely not forget Korea and Asia. Yearly meeting of people who support daylight savings time. And this is coming from a European poster. I don't know, for some reason I always thought just Americans didn't like it. I have come across people that do support daylight savings time. Like they don't want it to be like super dark at 9 a.m. I guess I get that, but I don't care anymore. I'm so tired of losing that hour. Emmanuel Macron versus Emmanuel Macron. I tried to deliver that name as efficiently as possible. I don't think I did. There was an attempt. English teachers, when their divorce papers don't have a hidden theme. Yeah, but what does it all mean? Why exactly is the paper written in white? What does it say about the characters? English teachers, when you tell them it is possible to not get pregnant and go on maternity leave weeks before examinations. What did you say to me, you little Asian countries with territorial disputes? In red, we have the countries with territorial disputes, and in gray, we have no data. They probably do have territorial disputes. We just aren't sure exactly with who. What a fun continent Asia seems like. Average NATO/Warsaw Pact fan versus average non-aligned movement enjoyer. I've literally never seen a meme like this before. This is some good stuff. Oh yeah, it's Asia time, baby. What do we got going on? Malaysia, when they walk into a fast food joint. Malaysians? Sorry. Thai and Indonesians fighting over who has the best noodle brand. Vietnamese people, when they find, East Timor, when they're just existing and Australia is siphoning their oil. Singapore, when their currency is better than most of the sea. Yeah, Singapore be like that. Okay, let's just move on. MFers be like, what's the move? Bro, you live in West Virginia. The only move is to leave. Random, because we were just talking about how almost all of North America is technically West Virginia. What is this meme actually trying to say? Russia screaming, don't join NATO. Sweden and Finland, you know what? I'm gonna start joining NATO even harder. Yeah, what's going on with that? Are they actually like going through that process? Oh, is this some backstory behind Poland and Hungary? I see why. Oh, is this why Poland is just kind of in demon mode recently? I feel like we literally cannot escape this meme exactly like this. Poland chill. Here's one way we can stop the whole conflict though. Dividing Europe into all Poland and then having Asia be all Hungary. We can give this to Czechoslovakia. Czechoslovakia is just going to come back and all of Africa is going to be under that. And then Ukraine can have Oceania. All right. Not a bad proposal. And big thanks to my Patreon supporters. Young Waifu. Fat Nuts. Gerbil Boy. Why am I doing this? Sussy Melody. RyeThePie. Nora the Bald Free Smiley Philipp
Lover.
RF.
Ortin5610.
Drew's Argentinian
Alex Whitley is
Grandpa.
Mega Chad.
Alfonso M6.
aPhatNarwhal.
AryanAfterHours.
Barnsky W.
Canadian Union.
istoledrewspetdog.
LuxembourgLover.
Majestic Unicorn.
Max Cooper.
McBlorf.
And Mimoshiki.